How to make 糯米藕. In Shanghainese dialect, it's called 糯米了. First, take the lotus root and wash it. Normally, you would peel the skin of the lotus root, but because the skin on mine is already pretty clean, I'm just using a sponge to scrub the rest of the skin off. Next, take a knife and cut off the ends of the lotus root. The ends are more tough and often pretty dirty, so we want to remove it. Split the lotus root at about 1/3 of the root, so that we can stuff the sweet rice into the holes. Then we'll begin stuffing the root. You'll need a spoon and 1 chopstick. Spoon some sweet rice onto the lotus root. And use the chopstick to stuff the holes. Before using the sweet rice, make sure that you soak it in water for at least 3 hours, or preferably overnight. Also, when buying the lotus roots, it's better to buy the short, chubby ones because they have bigger holes. This dish is a traditional appetizer in Shanghai. It's served cold with an osmanthus syrup poured over the dish. The sweet rice gives the lotus root a chewy texture, and the osmanthus adds a unique flowery fragrance to the dish. Next, we have to stuff the other part of the lotus root. This section will act as a lid for the lotus root, so that the sweet rice doesn't fall out when it's being boiled. When stuffing the holes, make sure that the sweet rice is tightly packed. If the holes aren't completely packed with sweet rice, we won't be able to get a nice cross-section when cutting the final product. Now we'll close up the lotus root. You'll need 3 toothpicks and some string. Put the lid on the lotus root. Then insert the toothpick at an angle to secure the lid. Try not to insert the toothpick into the sweet rice, but rather into the lotus root itself. If you have trouble inserting the toothpicks, use something to hammer it down. Then, take some string and hold the lotus root vertically. First, tightly wrap the string vertically across the lotus root 3 to 4 times to secure the lid. Then tightly wrap the string horizontally across the lotus root to secure the strings. Finally, tie a knot, and then your lotus root is ready to be boiled. Turn the fire onto high heat, then add some dried Chinese dates. Then add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Gently place the lotus root into the water and let the water come to a boil. Once the water is boiling, turn the heat down to low and put a lid on the pot. Let the lotus root simmer in the water for about 2 hours. Make sure to flip the lotus root halfway through and add more water into the pot if necessary. After 2 hours, turn off the flame and let the lotus root sit in the water until it cools down. To make the osmanthus syrup, pour about a cup of the simmering liquid into a pan. Turn the flame to high heat. Then add about 2 tablespoons of honey or agave. Stir to combine, then let the mixture boil down until it's thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Once the consistency of the syrup is right, turn the flame off. Then add about a teaspoon of pickled osmanthus blossoms. To plate the dish, remove the toothpicks and the string. Cut the ends off, and then gently slice the lotus root. Spoon the osmanthus syrup onto the lotus roots. In some places the syrup is served on the side, but it's more traditionally poured over the dish. And that's it. Thank you for watching.